After being on YouTube for like 6 years, reviewing Star Wars products and especially lightsabers, I finally got my hands on the infamous, the notorious lightsaber from the Sabertrio. I'm not exaggerating, guys, when I say that this thing blew my mind. And in this video, I'm gonna go over 15 different reasons why you need to check out the Sabertrio. This is gonna be good. Don't go anywhere, guys. Wapow! Hey, what's going on, guys? Thank you for joining me for another epic adventure into the Star Wars universe through our favorite weapons of the Jedi and Sith. Everything about this lightsaber, from the unboxing, the design, the quality, everything reminds me of my Apple products like my iPhone, my computer. I buy what works, what's sleek, what works together. And this does all those things for sure. Hey guys, if you haven't subscribed already, just hit the button, get it over with. And if you like this video, hit the like button. It tells YouTube I make good content. Thanks, guys. So before I get into like the 15 different reasons why you need to check out the Sabertrio, I have to take a moment to thank the Sabertrio for sending me one of the most popular lightsaber designs, the Senza, which we're going to be taking a look at in just a minute here. Super cool, feels fantastic, and I hope I do this lightsaber justice. Woo! And I actually have one more saber I can't wait to show you guys, so make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss that video coming up, in the next month or two. I got a list. I try to make it in like some kind of sensible order, so let's do this. Even though the Sabertrio lightsaber designs obviously look like they're inspired by certain characters from the Star Wars universe, all of these items are completely original designs. They want their sabers to be just as original as all of you guys, so you can find a lightsaber that's just as unique as you are. So in short, they're not going to sell a Darth Vader or a Luke Skywalker, which brings me to my second reason you guys need to check them out, is that these are fully customizable. Unfortunately, that word gets thrown around a lot in the lightsaber community, especially on websites. When you purchase this, you can actually choose which shroud design, if you want the OLED screen, what kind of button, what kind of body you want. There's like 6 different kinds, even down to the cover tech. Everything is completely unique and customizable. Next point, these sabers are precision machined and meticulously handcrafted. These have been touched by human hands, unlike a lot of other mass-produced lightsaber companies, which just start cranking them out of machines like gangbusters. These are assembled and given the love of a human touch. Also coming in October, November, they're going to start commissioning again, completely customizable, especially the beautiful etchings they do on their saber. I'm going to put a link to their website down below. So again, guys, I try to share with you guys as much details as I can about the sabers I review on this channel. This saber feels like quality. None of the parts that you screw in or out like squeak. They almost glide. There's no wiggly pieces on this saber. It is built very, very well. It's a great weight, but it's also balanced. And you guys don't want to go anywhere. You have got to hear the audio on this thing. So I want to start this video by telling you guys I sought out the Sabertrio. I messaged them and told them I was crazy curious and I wanted to see why all of these big names in the lightsaber and the Star Wars community rave about Sabertrio lightsabers. A buddy of mine, who I mention all the time on this channel, Kyberphonic, and he's one of many like lightsaber installers, even like social media influencers. I kept hearing the name Sabertrio, and I'm dying of curiosity, and a huge deal that you guys are going to appreciate, because I've seen your comments for years. Everyone's always asking me, can I duel with these lightsabers? Can I go and have fun with my friends and fight with them without worrying about snapping a wire and breaking like a $500 lightsaber? The answer is yes! These are duel ready, made to have fun. They are strong, they feel strong, I promise. When you duel with them and have fun with your friends, there is one part of the saber that is very weak and susceptible to breaking, and they have already planned a brilliant solution for fixing This particular part, very easy if it does break, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. If I haven't covered this already, I completely respect Sabertrio as a company. A lot of these websites don't have warranties. They may not even email you back if you have problems with your products. And after talking with Sabertrio, they spare no expense. They wanted to bring you the most fun, customized product with the best quality components and materials used. As a consumer, I also super appreciate that they don't put items out for sale that they don't have in their possession already. So they're not taking pre-orders and then, delays come up and you're waiting months and months and months for your saber that you were really excited about like 6 months ago. They only sell what's in stock, and these guys have done their homework making the best quality sabers. Before I show you guys a really close look of all the details of this saber, I gotta tell you that the entire experience of buying a lightsaber starts with the box. Here, check out this short video that I made of the unboxing of this lightsaber. It was sleek, it was crisp. The box opens, all the foam was perfectly cut. The saber was sitting inside. It reminded me of opening a pair of AirPods from Apple. The saber was completely entombed in this box. The instructions just came out of a tiny little slip, and there's a code so you can actually like go to their website and watch the tutorial on how to operate this lightsaber. And the accessories were just perfectly placed in foam, in layers, and it was like a very just satisfying unboxing experience. All right, guys, you've waited long enough. Let's take a close look at all the details of the Senza. Wapow! The Senza, obviously inspired, as you guys know, by Cal Kestis, one of the Order 66 survivors, face of probably one of the coolest Star Wars action video games to ever grace our controllers. Inspired by his, but still an original design. Starting with, you know what, I'm gonna break tradition. We're gonna start with the emitter up here. Now, first thing you should know is that when you purchase this saber, you can actually choose between 3 or 4 different styles of shrouds. Number 1. 2, you can just take these off and wield it without shrouds. 3, remove one, and now you have a very unique saber, very clean and not too sharp. This is the brushed silver finish. They have a ton of really cool ones like a weathered dark edition, mirrored edition, red, yellow, but this is like a classic design. The black is solid. It's not painted. It feels great. The whole thing feels like a strong, I believe it's an aircraft grade aluminum. Well, and we can't miss this really rad blade plug. I always appreciate that when it's not generic. You have a choice, but this one really seems to fit the style of this Senza. Working our way down, we'll get to the power core in a second. Love this. Look at that button. So sweet, lights up, pulsating, very nice. And the button feels really good, by the way. Hard to explain, but it feels strong. It has a good press, and it feels like it's good quality and it's gonna last a long time. The OLED screen, boom. OLED, and I'll show you as I run through a few of the fonts during the demo. Very, very cool. I love this piece right here. And you have an option. If you want it, it's only an extra $25, and you have an option of ordering one without it. So that's good to know. Feels great for 1 or 2-handed grips. Working our way down, this grip very textured, grips the hand very well. And working our way down to the pommel and the CoverTech belt clip. And if you turn the saber on the back side, here is your auxiliary button. I actually love the design of this. It feels good. It has a good pop to it. It's a strong button. It's flush with the design. I love that there's a 2-button configuration with your CFX. I was looking at these designs for a while, and this one just called to me. I love the way it looks. It's clean. It has a lot of unique details, and this would look great on display. Now, the next item on my list of why these sabers frickin' rock, another awesome detail that I haven't seen on any other lightsabers before. Listen to this. There's a sound that's triggered when the power core chassis inside is removed, and also when the pins are activated and deactivated. So if your saber's not working properly, you know why. Check this out. This is sweet. And we just slide this right back in. There it is. That's the sound letting you know chassis is in place. And I'm gonna go ahead and loosen the blade plug here. This is the sound when the blade plug or the blade loses connection with the pins. This, my friends, is their power core. And would you believe that this power core can go in all of their lightsabers? Okay, with the exception of like their 1 or 2, they have like a couple of very small youngling sabers. Another thing that I love, this company has been notorious for working with CFX. And if you guys have been watching my channel for years, you know that this is kind of my favorite soundboard. And it just comes down to preference. This is the one that I learned on, and I just love it because it works and that you can change blade styles in your hand. You don't need chords or apps and stuff. Just, you know, you can rotate it to whatever flicker or flame that you like the best. Boom. This is another detail of why you need to check out Sabertrio, because they have powerful 28mm bass speakers, which also, get this guys, you won't even believe this. This is the weakest point of a chassis, which is more susceptible to breaking from dueling. So they made it that you can easily twist this off and pop a new one on. I freaked out when I heard that. That is so brilliant. And actually, there's other speakers that are designed, are you listening? Designed to be more bassy if you want deeper, more darker sound fonts, or more sharp your Luke Skywalkers and your Ben Kenobi lightsabers. They're actually designing specific speakers. You can just pop it on if you're feeling darker that day and get the best quality lightsaber sounds you've ever heard. Rechargeable battery, kill switch, and I can't forget to mention the recharge port. I love this, super easy. Plug it in, walk away. It'll stop charging when it's done. So what an awesome value. So let me just reiterate here. If you have one of these, you can actually buy a saber from Sabertrio and just opt to not include the electronics and just take this out of one saber and put it in the other. You know that it can be a hassle to have to sit down and put all of your fonts on every new saber that you get. Another reason I love CFX is because it automatically puts itself into a sleep mode after a few minutes, so you're saving a lot of battery already, but it is probably a good idea to use that kill switch. So my next point I wanted to make is that these are more reasonably priced than you think. Right here on the website is a list of the saber that I bought. If you can see off to the side here, where I paid just an additional $20 for the OLED screen. You guys, this is a very reasonable price for a high quality lightsaber. And unfortunately, due to political reasons, there have been new tariffs that have been placed on lightsabers and anything being imported into the US, and kind of them to show you up front what the tariffs are going to be, rather than getting a slip in your mail saying that we're holding your lightsaber until you pay up. They want to cover the tariffs up front. There's no delay in getting you the product that you want. They have masterpiece sabers ready to ship, and these things look nice. They're actually sabers that you can't pick to customize your own. They're etched. They're custom colored. If you already have a power core, they're like only $200, $300, $400. They put 3 new designs on their website every month to check out. Mind blown. They're blades. You can choose between medium or heavy dueling like stunt blades. I'm using a medium one here. Next point is that these are triple diffused lightsaber blades, meaning there's not going to be any corn cobbing and you're not going to see any individual lights. Just super bright. And another point, they are using a higher technology of pixel lights that are brighter and more efficient with power, meaning it's going to save on your battery so you don't have to stop having fun. I'm going to keep going as I get ready for the demo. All right, listen for it. Sounds so sweet. Another detail you guys have to know is that this does not come with any generic sound fonts. This comes packed with top of the line sound fonts from the most popular font artists on the market, like Kyberphonic and K-Sith. You guys don't want to miss this. I'm going to be comparing the audio with a handful of other brands and types of lightsabers. Accessories, sold separately, and they have a bunch of them. Everything from leather wrapping your grip, tassels on the pommel of your saber, shrouds. They even have these really cool like blades that remind me of like, what is it, Darth Malagus's saber or something? Blade plugs, buttons, tons of accessories. My last point that I wanted to mention is that in this video I have a CFX soundboard, but on the next video I'm going to be demonstrating to you guys a Profi soundboard, and They completely reconfigured this Profi soundboard to do things I've never seen done before. All right, guys, check this out.
Sabertrio, Echoes, Light, Senza, High Ground, Pico Light, Rogue.
Gonna demo a couple sounds for you guys. Feast your ears on this. 3, 2, 1. All right, quick timeout. The unboxing, the style, the design, the feeling, but when I heard this audio, this is so punchy, loud, clear. I have the audio on like 80%. By the way, it gets even louder, but I want you to hear the clarity and not have it like mess with the microphone too much. Ooh, yeah. Force effect. Tough lightsaber. Sounds great.
Dark Edition.
Dark Edition. Ooh, let's check this out. Ooh. That is crazy unique. I've never heard anything like that before. Yeah.
I'm going to end this once and for all.
You see the purple button? There we go. Whoa, that does sound like Mace Windu's lightsaber. Oh. All right, guys, and to finish the video, I'm going to put it back on the original Sabertrio sound font. Let's do a few quick audio comparisons so you could really appreciate the sound and volume on this thing. Obi-Wan Kenobi Force Effects Elite. Sabertrio. All right, we got a Galaxy's Edge Anakin Skywalker color-changing lightsaber. Sabertrio. I'm gonna call this like an affordable Neopixel lightsaber. Not bad. Dang. High quality replica lightsaber. Check this out. If you're still watching this video to the very end, thank each and every one of you guys. I appreciate it. And also, I gotta thank you, Jesse, from Kyberphonic. I know you're listening out there. I know you're still there. Thank you so much for mentioning this company to me. These are mind-blowing sabers. I'm still calling the Apple of lightsabers. Tell me what you guys thought. Did it live up to the hype? And what do you think? 15 or more reasons you need to check them out. Let me know down in the comments. Don't be shy. Start a conversation. Join one. Until next time, guys, please take care, be safe, and have an awesome Star Wars day. See you next time. Yeah!